Hey, Paul. Zach Bailey here from NRL.com. You've got a new deal with the Bulldogs for next year. But before we get to that, how are you mentally given the anguish and pain yourself and your family have been through over the last month or so?
Yeah, g'day, mate. Mate, I won't lie. It's been extremely difficult the last couple of weeks. Dealing with what's happened. It's been extremely tough. But I'm really lucky that I've got a strong family here with us. My wife's been extremely helpful, and she's got me through pretty much everything. Really, she's been really strong, and she's 33 weeks pregnant at the moment. She's probably she's the strongest one in the household at the moment. But it's been really helpful, and we're doing well. Thank you.
And have you been able to bring yourself to watch any footy over the last few weeks?
Yeah, mate. I've been tuning into every Saints game. Still really close with the boys. Keeping contact with a lot of them. It's been killing me to watch what they're going through at the moment. It's extremely difficult. I just wish I was able to help in some way, but the only thing I can really do is sort of give them a call here or there and sort of just lend a ear and a shoulder to sort of just lean on there. But like I said, they're going through a bit of a tough patch at the moment. It's difficult to watch, but I'm sure they'll be okay.
Hey, Paul, it's Luke from Channel 9 in Sydney here. Mate, have you sort of replayed that decision in your mind at all to sort of think about where you made the mistake and how you could have done things differently?
Yeah, mate, it's obviously been a few weeks now. So hindsight, obviously, is a beautiful thing. I'd give anything to go back and change the decisions that I made that afternoon. But I've accepted every repercussion, and I'm sure everyone would agree that it's been the punishment's that's been dealt out is obviously. I've accepted everything that's happened, and I'd love to change what happened. I'd do anything I could to go back in time, but I can't do that, and I've got to accept it. And now it's just about moving forward and putting my best foot forward for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, with the Dogs, do you feel like you want to sort of make a point that you don't want to be remembered by this decision that you've made, and that both on and off the field that you want to change some opinions about yourself?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I'm going to the Bulldogs, and I've spoken to Gus, and I've spoken to Trent. Got a good relationship there with Baz, and I've stated that I'm coming to the Bulldogs with 100% commitment, and I'm highly motivated to play my best football there. I've got a lot to prove. I've got a lot of trust to win back from the squad and from the coaching staff and everyone involved with the Bulldogs and the NRL. So that's the first and foremost thing that I want to prove. Just let everyone know that I'm working towards rebuilding my image. It's taken a fair beating, but I'm very committed to doing that and playing some good football. And I'm very thankful for the opportunity that the Bulldogs have given me, and I intend to repay that faith as best I can.
What excites you most?
Okay. Yeah, Luke. Okay, so I was just going to say, yes, Scotty Bailey from AP. Mate, I was wondering, have you got any indication on whether you'll be able to play from round one and sort of what it all means from the band perspective?
Yeah, mate. I'm under the impression that I'll be right for round one. So it'll be exciting to I'm going to try and get into pre-season as early as I can, maybe even mid-October, just to hit the ground running and put myself in the best physical shape I can. So I'll be aiming for round one, and looking forward to a really strong and hard pre-season.
And on that, have you been able to do any training individually? Obviously, lockdown makes life hard, as does not having a club, but have you been able to do much?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I'm pretty much running, just doing some road runs and doing everything I can to sort of keep myself in good shape. So I'm a very active sort of person. If I stay inside for too long, I'll sort of go a little bit mad. So I'm very active, and just trying to do everything I can at the moment within the rules, of course, to keep fit.
Hey, Paul. James from 7 News. Just wondering, are there any stipulations or anything in the contract which say if you do something similar or some sort of mistake again, that you might be kicked out or anything? Is there anything like that?
Mate, I'm not too sure, to be honest. I assume that once I get to the Bulldogs and meet the CEO and everyone there, the staff, I'm going to be doing everything that I can to put things in place where I'd like to do a lot of community work, and I'd like to do a lot of things to sort of get the trust back and do as much as I can for the club to prove that I'm worthy of the contract and the faith they put in me. So everything that I can do that's available, I'm willing to do it.
Paul, just looking from the outside in at the Dogs this year, what do you think about them and also next year? Then plus, what about working with Gus? What are you looking forward to most about that?
Yeah, mate, it's very exciting times at the moment for the Dogs. They've made some really, really class signings. I've got a few mates there. I've played some footy with a majority of the boys there, so I'm really looking forward to seeing the dynamic and how they go about things and how they want to play and the facilities and buying into that. That's one of the things I'm looking forward to doing. And obviously this year's been tough with everything with COVID, and they're in a bit of a hard situation at the moment, being up in Queensland. Obviously every team's up there, but I'd assume that's been pretty tough. And like I said, the future's looking really good. And Gus coming on board, I'm sure he's going to run a tight ship there, and everything's on the up. And looking forward to working with Baz too, and Fernsey as well, who's my old Raiders coach. They booed me back in 2013, so that'll be pretty cool to link up with him too.
Hey, Paul, there will be some doubters and critics and even fans, whether they're Saints fans or not, that will say that you might not deserve a second chance. What would you say to them sitting here now with the news that you've found yourself a new home?
I guess that's everyone's going to have their opinion, and I can't really change much about that. But what I can do is what I've said previously. I'm very willing and very motivated to show everyone that I deserve this opportunity, and I don't take it. I'm not taking it for granted at all. I think I can still play my best football in the Bulldogs environment, I guess that's just their opinion. They can anyone can really give their opinion, but I know deep down in myself that I think I deserve this opportunity, and I'm going to take it with both hands. And I'm not going to let anyone sort of second guess if it's the right thing to do. I just want to show the people involved that are giving me this opportunity that I deserve it.
And just
was there ever a time?
Sorry,
I just wanted to ask a similar question to Zach. Like, were you ever concerned, Paul, that you wouldn't maybe get a second chance?
Mate, it was the last couple of weeks has just been me sort of wrapping my head around the repercussions of what's happened and the punishments that have been handed down. That was the first and foremost thing I tried to wrap my head around. That was obviously pretty difficult, but I've accepted that, and I knew myself I wasn't ready to give up football. I'm 30 years old, and I love the game, and I still got a lot to give. So there was never it was just a question of if I was going to get that opportunity, and I'm grateful that I have got given that, and like I said, I'm looking forward to the challenge.
And I'm not too sure if there were other clubs or that were interested or not, but the 1-year deal with the Dogs, did you hope for more, or you just want 12 months to prove yourself again?
I think that's the biggest thing, Zach. I think the 12 months to really just shows that I'm going all in. I'm pushing all the chips in, and I think that's sort of what I'm really looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to the challenge and getting the best out of myself, and I think that's what I need at this time in my career. I'm happy to take the 1 year, and once I get to train, it's going to be full steam ahead. So I think that's the best sort of deal to come out of this, the 1 year, and I'll repay the faith to the coaches, and I'll show them I'm willing to work hard and play some good footy.